in my office, as you can tell, and we are going to be really quick because I do have a class in 20 minutes. So, thanks everyone for joining. Today's theme is Divine Grace is Welcomed. During this time that I'm caring for my mom, I am welcoming divine grace, and divine grace is our theme today. So let's get into it. Let's get into our word today, grace. Grace is our word today. So let's see what grace is. And it's being brought to us by Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8. So let's get it going. So we have to stay in the Word. We have to stay in the Word. It's very important to stay in the Word, especially during times when things are uncertain and there's things to consider about things that are uncertain. So for those of you who are going through trials, tribulations, you may have parents that you have to take care of. It can be a lot on a person. So with Ephesians bringing in our word today, grace, for by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not your own doing. It is the gift of what's above. So Ephesians really sets us off into our theme today of divine grace is welcomed. And not just any kind of grace, but a divine grace. And it's through faith that the grace has saved us, because of faith. And faith, without work is nothing. You got to have the work. And this is not your own doing. It's not my own doing. It is a gift. We've been given this gift, this beautiful gift. What are you going to do with it? How are you going to move into your present and future? Because you don't want to get stuck in the past with mistakes of the past. You want to embrace what is in the present moment. And you have that time while you're alive to make some positive changes for yourself and for others. So Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8 really sets us off into that space of what grace is and how it manifests as a gift in our lives, right? So let's get into the word grace. With gratitude and humility, I welcome divine grace. So what does divine grace mean? Divine grace means I am given the support and assistance I need. Okay? You may not get help from your job. You may not get help from, people. You may be attacked, I'm telling you, right? However, divine grace means that you are given the support and assistance that you need, okay? So whatever is being denied you is something you don't need. Check it out now. I know this truth in the depths of my soul, even when things aren't going my way, okay? I had a study abroad program I wanted to push for summer. No money, no funding, all right? I'm like, it didn't go my way. It's like, what? You don't have funding for students to go on a trip, but you have funding for other things? Like, wait a minute, right? So now I have to go pounding the pavement to find monies for a study abroad program, right? It didn't go my way. Even when I accept that having difficult moments is a necessary part of life, I remember that God is absolute good and everywhere present. So you may deny my students the opportunity to go on a study abroad because of money, right? You may deny them that. However, I have to remember that God is absolute good and everywhere present. You may not be supportive of what I'm doing. You may not support my entrepreneurship goals, but guess what? The most righteous of righteous is present everywhere, whether you accept or not. So I open myself to grace, divine grace, not just grace, but divine grace. As I do, I trust I will be blessed by assistance received from several sources, some known to me and others not. So those of you who are watching right now, you want to support a Black Caribbean woman entrepreneur, leave me a message, okay? You will not regret it. So opening myself this way helps me see through my eyes to witness the remarkable life I'm living. With gratitude for grace, remember, gratitude for grace, in its many manifestations, I take stock of the fullness, joy, and love that surround me and remember how I am truly blessed. Okay? Don't let disappointments make you feel less than or make you feel devalued. You are blessed, highly favored, and let me tell you, you're wonderfully made. Okay, let me show you how wonderfully made I am. So that's our word today, grace. Our verse today, you know I have the verse today. Let's see what that is. Our verse today is coming from, whoop. Let's see, where's our verse today coming from? That'll give you time to subscribe to this channel, like the video, and do all that stuff, okay? Thank you. So our verse today is coming from Job. Job chapter 23, verse 10 to 11. Let me sit up here and listen to Job. Listen to Job. Okay, wait, let me take this off a speaker. Okay. Job chapter 23, verse 10 to 11. Remember, our theme today is about welcoming divine grace. Thanks for liking the video. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your question. We're going to answer and have a Q&A in a minute, but maybe we may not. We may not have time. But this is our verse today coming from Job. Job 23, verse 10 to 11. And if you know the book of Job, you know that Job went through some things, right? So this is what Job is speaking of in the verse of the day today, Job 23, verse 10 to 11. But he knows the way that I take. Who is he? That's the one that sits high and looks low. When he has tested me, I will come forth as gold. I'm being tested right now. My feet have closely followed the steps of righteousness. The Almighty God, yes, that is the one. I have kept to the ways of righteousness without turning aside. I'm not going to turn aside from doing good. I'm not going to turn aside from doing right. I'm going to stay in the righteous space. Okay? According to Job chapter 23, verse 10 to 11. Righteousness, goodness, mercy, love, kindness, grace, humility, long-suffering, all of that knows the way that you take. Okay? Knows the way that you take. When that tests you, because guess what? Goodness, love, mercy, kindness, all of that is going to test you to see, are you goodness, mercy, love, and kindness, right? And you will be tested. And you're going to come out of this and come forth as gold, precious. Your feet have closely followed the steps and have kept the righteous ways without turning aside. So that's our verse today. That's our time today, y'all. We are out of time and I've got to get to class. So yes, this is us today. Let's see. You all have a wonderful, blessed day. Remember to stand in love. Don't fall in it. Always be honest with yourself. When you are a cheater and a liar, that means you're cheating yourself and you're lying to yourself. So when you cheat and lie, you may lie to someone, you're lying to yourself. When you cheat on someone, you're cheating on yourself. So you're never doing it to someone else. It's always being done to you. What you do always comes right back to you. So be honest, have a wonderful, blessed day, and remember, stand in love. Don't fall in it because it can get not nice. Okay? Check respect before it checks you. That's very important. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Take good care. Remember, stand in love. Don't fall in it. Take good care. See you next time.